I'm on the edge of something beautiful. I'm on the edge of something.
Welcome to Boca Chica, Dominican Republic, and the orphanage and SCORE ministry, Pasitos de Jesus. True religion that is pure and undefiled before the Lord is this: to go and visit the orphan and the widow. I want to, at the beginning of your time here, thank you for your service this morning or this afternoon, and share a little bit about the history of Pasitos de Jesus. So as you're playing with the girls, you understand and have a better context to who they are, who you're serving, what ministry happens here, and what God is doing. Pasitos de Jesus started in the summer of 2009 when Doma Florian Santana was used by the Lord as a refuge and home for an abandoned special needs girl named Charina. Doma was approached by the local community upon the death of Charina's mother. After taking in Charina, which was just seeing a huge need and looking to meet it and be the Lord's hands and feet, the Lord kept bringing Doma young girls who were abandoned or abused by family members over the last 5 years. Pasitos de Jesus is now a registered orphanage in the Dominican Republic and serves girls ages 1 to 17 as a full-time home. We really started to see a great change in the girls as groups started to come from SCORE to visit the girls at Pasitos. With more regularity, we were noticing some of the girls, specifically Charina, the special needs girl with whom the ministry started, begin to come out of her shell, where at the very beginning she was very protective of the other girls. She was very closed herself and never had much contact with foreigners, let alone a lot of people within the community. So we began to see her open up and smile more and engage the groups and hug them. There were a few things that were quite clear the first time that we met Doma. One, that was she's a very faithful woman, that she really loves the Lord and has a heart for these young girls. The second was that her ministry was very under-resourced. We met her when the girls were housed in a small two-room home. There were 21 girls and just 7 mattresses. More than that, we saw that there was little food, access to clean water, and electricity was sporadic at best. The natural question for Doma was, what's next? We see your heart and your faithfulness, but there's a lot of physical needs. So what's the next step for Pasitos de Jesus? There's not enough beds for the girls right now, so how will you provide for them long term? And without seeking favor from SCORE or from people, she just very plainly said, the Lord is going to provide a home for us within the same community, just a few blocks away. She took a small group from that first trip in July and showed them the new home, not to ask for their help, but just to let them know that this was the home that she had been specifically praying for. And she had told us, the Lord will provide this house for us by the end of the year. After asking a few follow-up questions of how much it cost, if she's already got money raised, she told us the price and said, we're going to depend on the Lord. Noticing there was no food in the cupboard at the time, that the girls only had 7 beds, a few of us, myself included, were more than hesitant to think that that was the Lord's plan for them. But sure enough, within a few months, a church from Ohio had raised money that was committed to an orphanage in Costa Rica where SCORE works. But through a few different circumstances, the money became available and SCORE began to think of Doma. In October of 2012, SCORE purchased the very building that Doma had been praying for. 3 months later, in late January, the girls moved into their new home, where we are now, Pasitos de Jesus. The presence of the girls here is a huge answer to prayer. A woman who was faithfully serving with no outside resources, no outside help, just completely depending on the Lord. In a few short months, the Lord has stepped in a new way of funneling resources, more support in terms of bodies to serve and prayers. And the result has been the physical building that the girls now enjoy, which is a giant answer to prayer. But at the same time, the story doesn't end there for Doma. She really views this home as an opportunity to impact the community for Christ and to really have a long-term, meaningful impact spiritually, socially, educationally in the lives of the girls. Doma and the girls get to wake up every morning with the physical building being a representation of God's faithfulness to provide for them. But there are still needs. There's more girls in this community, in the surrounding area, who are coming from physical or sexual abuse in the home, who are going to sleep hungry, who don't have the love and care of a mother or father tonight. And right now, we have the opportunity to serve in the time that we're here, to sponsor a girl through SCORE's Child Sponsorship Program, and also to give so that Dalma can serve even more girls as the Lord leads moving forward. So thank you again for your service here today. And remember, as you're playing with the girls, as you're running around with them, sharing a word with them, and just loving on them, that's what true religion before the Lord is. So thank you for your service today, and we pray that it's a fruitful time, not only for them, but that the Lord it makes it fruitful and challenging to your own walk in your heart as well. So thank you very much.
Knowing the anchor that you've sown.